Welcome to Math with Tedem. In this video, we are going to learn how to draw reflex angles. Drawing reflex angles. So first, let's start with an angle of 300 degrees. Alright, so let's be reminded that a complete angle is 360 degrees. So we have 90, 90, 90, 90. A complete angle is 360 degrees. We cannot draw 300 degrees using the protractor. So what we are going to do is, let us subtract 300 degrees from the complete angle, that is 360 degrees. So I'm going to be writing 360 degrees minus 300, and that is going to give us 60 degrees. So we are going to draw an angle of 60 degrees. So in drawing an angle of 60 degrees, the first thing is to draw the first arm of our angle. So I'm going to draw the first arm of the angle. So this is the first arm of the angle. The next step is I'm going to use the protractor to measure an angle of 60 degrees. Don't forget the steps. Put the middle of the protractor on the point. So this is the middle of the protractor here. And then make sure that the zero is exactly on the line. So I'm going to align the zero here. And then I'm counting to 60. So I'm counting from 0 to 60. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60 degrees. So that is an angle of 60 degrees. So I'm drawing the line. So this is an angle of 60 degrees. Don't forget, we are drawing an angle of 300 degrees. So we know that 60 plus 300 gives us a complete angle, 360 degrees. So the opposite angle will give us 300 degrees. Alright, so this is how to draw an angle of 300 degrees. Now let's go to the next one. The next angle is 240 degrees. Now don't forget the first step. Let's subtract 240 from the complete angle, 360 degrees, because we cannot draw an angle of 240 degrees using the protractor. Alright, the protractor is not big enough to draw an angle of 240 degrees. So let's subtract 240 from 360. That is going to give us 120 degrees. So we are going to draw an angle of 120 degrees. So the first step in drawing an angle is to draw the first arm of the angle. So this is the first arm of the angle. So we are going to draw an angle of 120 degrees. I'm putting the middle of the protractor at the point, okay? And then make sure that the zero here is straight on the line. So we have that. Now next, I'm going to count from 0 degrees to 120 degrees. So from 0, 10, 20, this is 90 degrees, 100, 110, 120 degrees. So that's 120 degrees. So the next step is to draw the line. That is the second arm of the angle. So guys, this angle here is 120 degrees. And then the opposite angle will give us 240 degrees, because 120 plus 240 gives us 360 degrees. So the angle here will be 240 degrees. Alright guys, if you understand this video, don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye.